Okay, everyone wondered how I got through the discipline in the army, and now you guys know. So welcome everyone to Talya's Bat Mitzvah. I'm really very excited to be able to speak today. You know, at most of the family events, my parents usually say, Sam, you're going to speak, right? And kind of at this one, the distance or the fact that I don't live at home, I thought they had asked me. They may or may not have forgotten they asked me, but I knew I was speaking, so usually when I get to these events, I start by saying, you know, I was never married before, if I'm talking at a Sheva Brachot, or I've never celebrated my 70th birthday when I spoke at my grandmother's 70th birthday. I've never been married for 20 years or been honored at a dinner, but I always say, you know, but I will give my piece of advice, and tonight as well, I've never really been a bat mitzvah girl. Wow, this is a big room. He's watching. So tonight, once again, I've never been a bat mitzvah girl. But of course, I will say this. But what me and Talya do share is something very unique. We're the only two Myers to have ever been home alone. Well, way back when, circa 1993, Serena for sure doesn't remember, it was way before her time. I was born in Israel, and I experienced what it's like being the only one at home. This was a time before my father's Lululemon tracksuits and the board meetings, before my mother was running day camps and taking math classes. And while we had a blast, let's just say I was thrilled when Gideon came along and could share in the fun. So too, since we've all moved out, Talya has been at home living the Zionist dream, just with a little bit less falafel and a lot more snow in 13 Elderberry Court. And I know, Talya, it's been a blast taking care of the elders of Zion, my parents. But I'm sure you were very happy when Ethan moved in and Benlin started running a nursery. But in all seriousness, as your big brother, I want to give you some tips for life as you begin your path to adulthood. While you have been showering me with tips for life since basically you could speak, or since before you were able to Snapchat, now that we've left the iPad at home and I have your complete attention, let me make the most of it. So my number one word is empathy. Talya, learn to feel what those around you feel. Learn to put yourself in others' shoes. On a micro level, that means celebrating in your friend's happiness with your smile or with your plate of cookies. And on the other side, feeling the pain that your friends may have and being there with a warm hand that helps them get through. But on a much bigger level, look at the privileges and opportunities that you have and work to bring change for others. Many of you may not know the youngest of the Meyer clan because she has yet to run a youth movement like Yael. She's yet to become an up-and-coming theologian and museum curator like Serena. She's now protecting the skies of Israel like her brother. But throughout all, Talya Meyer has been the cheerleader behind the scenes. Yeah, I went there. Making cards and signs and jet-setting around the world to the ceremonies of her siblings, always waving the flag. On Shabbat, my father said that he sometimes thinks of Talya as the oldest child. And it's not because she has the most frequent flyer miles or because, he's reached that age, but because she's the one who, no matter what and no matter where, she's always there, present, waving that Meyer flag. Talya, we're living in an ever-changing world where, unfortunately, tweets have become edicts, Snapchat accounts have become institutions, and vulgarity and bigotry can win elections. Genocides are unfortunately being ignored, and refugees are being forgotten. While this may be a reality, I challenge you to not make it your reality. Talya, as a strong and independent woman, I challenge you not to take the world for how it seems, but to make the world how you seem. There has never been a better time to enter womanhood, and through the examples of the extraordinary women who are about to get up after me, who share your lineage, strive to not only continue the legacy, but forge a path that others can walk on. While the glass ceiling has yet to be broken, your glass ceiling is as retractable as one of Heshi's convertibles. The harder you push, the more sunlight you will find. Talya, as the oldest baby sister I know, my tip for life is that you learn to dream. Because with a support staff like yours, there's not a thing you can't achieve, no smile you cannot find, and no heart you cannot inspire. And after saying that, this really isn't a night for men. It's a night that we should celebrate the extraordinary women we have in this room, the extraordinary women we have in our family. My grandmother, who was here at the beginning, she doesn't like entrees, so she had to leave. And my two grandparents in Israel, who unfortunately cannot be here, but who are two people who Talya very much looks up to, and they actually also look up to her. It's about celebrating our family and these people. So Talya, learn from them, listen hard, and everyone have a great evening.